So I wanted to make this brief video going over manifestation. I felt really inspired to create this video so that way those who are watching this video that are unclear about how manifestation works, this is going to be an easily digestible guide towards manifesting. So I want to start off with this foundation right here, and then in some of the videos to come, I'm going to take this and we're going to take a deeper dive into how this all works out so that way you have a full understanding of manifestation. But we first have to start off with a definition of manifestation. And my definition of manifestation is basically creating an opportunity for yourself to interact with your own imagination. But if you take that definition and really just zone in on that, you'll start to realize that manifestation is not only limited to the things that you are trying to manifest with intent, but you're always manifesting everything around you. Every single thing around you is being projected by you. So, in essence, everything is imagination. Everything is being made manifest by light, and it's just a reflection of yourself. So you're constantly manifesting experiences with yourself. Now, how does all this work out? So if you really want to have a fundamental understanding of manifestation, you have to look at things in three different parts. There's three different roles that are taking part in manifesting the things that you are experiencing in your reality. So starting off with the mind. So the mind is one of the primary parts of manifestation. And then you also have the heart, which is also playing a role or a primary role in bringing things into your existence so that way you can experience them, bringing in those things from your imagination or the darkness into existence so that way you can actually interact with them with your five senses. And the last piece is expression. So when I say expression, this is not just limited to, you know, things like vocalizing, you know, your heart's desire, but also taking action, going out there and doing something in order to bring this manifestation into your reality quickly. So let's break down each different part, starting off with the mind. So the mind's job is to present thoughts, present and process thoughts. So all throughout the day, you're thinking a bunch of thoughts, random thoughts all throughout the day, right? And these thoughts are just flowing through you constantly. And if you're not into meditation or you're not into being aware of your thoughts and just really focusing, truly focusing on your thoughts, this is just more so like going on in the background. I could be, speaking to you right now, and I can also have thousand thoughts going on in my head at the exact same time. But the mind's job is to process these thoughts that are going on in your mind. So what does the heart do? The heart's job is to place judgment on these thoughts or participate with these thoughts. And when both of these items come together, you get this: where two or three come together, there I am. The I am is the manifestation. So let's run through this one more time so that way this kind of resonates with you or sinks into your mind. Your mind's job is to process thoughts. So all throughout the day, you're processing all these thoughts that are going in and out of your mind, and your higher heart is judging these thoughts. It's placing judgment on these thoughts. Even the smallest thought that you're thinking is being judged by your heart. So what does that mean, being judged by your heart? So whenever you think a thought, it generates a feeling or an emotion. So you're attaching emotion to a thought. So you really have to consider what type of emotion is being generated by your thoughts. And this is going to be the beauty of how manifestation really works out. So whenever you're trying to manifest something into your reality, you typically would sit there and you would just visualize the thing that you want, in hopes that that visualization is going to cause that manifestation to come into your reality. But the missing component with that formula is the heart. How do you feel about that thing that you're trying to bring into your reality? Because this is the judge. This is going to determine whether or not you experience that thing. So how do you feel about that thing? So let's say for example, when I was back in the 3D world and I was really trying to bring these things into my reality. Let's just say that, I wanted to manifest a vehicle into my reality. So what I would do is I would just really hone in on exactly what type of vehicle that I want to experience in my reality. And then I would assign a feeling or an emotion to that thought. So that feeling or that emotion has to be a feeling of acceptance. So when you have a feeling of acceptance, you're telling your being that you're not trying to manifest this thing into your life, but you accept the fact that you already have it. When you accept the fact that you already have something that you are trying to experience with your five senses, you will experience it. As long as you maintain that feeling towards that thought form, which is coming out of your imagination. So let's take a deeper dive into imagination. Your imagination possesses a tremendous amount of power because you're always, like I said, manifesting your heart's desire all the time. Those things that are running through your mind that you make an agreement with, they come into your reality. But you're just not aware of this. You're not aware of how all this is happening. You are blind because this knowledge has not been revealed to you. But once this knowledge has been revealed to you, you'll start to open up your eye and you'll start to be more aware. So the imagination is very powerful in that it possesses the capability for you to go and travel throughout time. You can go into the future with your imagination, and you can also go into the past. So if I ask you to tell me a story about an incident that happened in your past, what you're going to do is you're going to go into your imagination, you're going to imagine that event, and you're going to vocalize it with your expression, right? But you have to keep in mind that if your heart is still in a state of being of this actually happening while you're imagining this, you're going to bring that event back into your life in one way, shape, or form. Always. There's going to be a cycle. You're going to enter into this cycle and you're going to keep spinning around and round and round and round in this cycle. Because what most people don't realize is that they're constantly telling themselves stories every single day. Good stories, bad stories, stories every single day. And every single time that you tell yourself a story, your heart is judging that story. And every time your heart is judging that story, it's bringing that very thing into your reality. For example, let's just say that I woke up in the morning, right, and I stubbed my toe. Ouch, that hurts so much. Oh, I'm so angry that I stubbed my toe, right? So what's happening with that is that your mind is processing this thought of you stubbing your toe, and the pain is confirming the fact that you stubbed your toe, and your heart is in agreement with that. Ouch, I stubbed my toe. Then you vocalize that. Ouch, I stubbed my toe. So what happens is that reality will begin to attract all those things that match that feeling or that vibration that was caused by you stubbing your toe. So you might get into your car after that, you might be driving, and then something else happens. I I blew my tire. Oh my gosh, I blew my tire. Oh, this day couldn't get any worse. So it happens again. Your heart is agreeing with the fact that you blew your tire, and that emotion being generated is causing more of that to come back into your reality. So you have an idea of how this all works out, how this all comes into play. And if you truly start to think about past incidents that happened to you, you'll start to realize that this is a fact, this is truth. So in order to manifest something into your reality from the fundamental perspective, you have to consider the thoughts that are running through your mind, how your heart feels about those thoughts, and how you're vocalizing or expressing those thoughts. If the mind is in agreement with the heart, where two or three come together, there I am, it's going to come into your reality. Now, if the mind is in agreement with your heart and also your expression, your vocalization, your action taking is matching together, there I am. You're going to experience I am. And this is your power. You are not separated from I am, which in essence would be the creator of all. The energy of the creator is always flowing with you, it's always a part of you. It is you. Now, I know that there's some people who are coming from different religions, especially Christianity. You're going to say what I'm saying is blasphemous. This goes against our core principles of Christianity. You're giving yourself divinity. And I'm trying to tell you that this information is given to you all throughout the Bible, but you're blind and you can't see it. You can't see it. So if you can't see it, you say he's false. That's inaccurate. And then you start to spill out all these Bible scriptures to disprove what I'm saying. But these Bible scriptures, you have no idea what they mean because you don't have the eyes to see. But that's okay. I want to help you see that these things that I speak are fact.